Marcus Smart, not a great three-point shooter. That one rims out.
Hey, Boston is an excellent. Nice.
Marcus Smart, not a great three-point shooter. That one rims out.
Hey, Boston is an excellent team player. They'll make the assists. They're averaging 26 assists. You get 25 in this league, you're right up at the top. So they'll share the basketball.
Jimmy Butler having a cold start here in the first quarter. Zips her from the corner. He was big off the bench in game 2 with 16 points. Timeout on the floor. Butler looking to find his offensive rhythm. Still with a goose egg in the point column.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste, to be enjoyed on nights that start out as afternoons. Miller Lite. Hold true.
The Steakhouse King has it all. It's got a half pound of beef, crispy bacon, steak sauce. Ooh. It's like you hit the jackpot.
Cha-ching! A half pound of beef, steakhouse sauce, bacon, and crispy onions. Try the new Steakhouse King or the Bacon King, only at Burger King.
It's big screen entertainment right in your hands. Buy a Samsung Galaxy S8 and get one free when you have DirecTV and add a line.
I want to be the best, and I know where I started from. My mom, she just wanted me to be in a place where I don't have to worry about anything but going to school and playing sports. She made sure that happened, now here I am.
And the circle. We will see it all. Biometrics, facial recognition, all to serve you better.
Where does all that data go?
Do you want to see something? Everything is stored and analyzed. They can use it however they see fit.
May, is there anything you want to tell us?
You can't trust anyone.
G13. At Chili's, you've always loved our chicken crispers, and now they're even better. We hand batter them, and they're made with 100% all-natural white meat. Try one of our bold new flavors today, only at Chili's.
Download NBA In-Play presented by AutoTrader, a new game that synchronizes with your TV in real time. Choose your team and pick 4 players, 1 for each quarter. Earn points for their performance and activate the turbo boosts for extra points. Lining up for 3? Hit turbo. On a fast break? Turbo. Time it right, climb the leaderboard, and compete for great prizes. Download NBA In-Play from the App Store or Google Play now. Visit NBA.com/InPlay for more information.
Stay down, Jay. Stay down. Stay down. You warmed up now, right? There we go. That's how we got to play. That's how we got to play.
Marcus Smart, the anchor defensively of that second unit for the Celtics, wired for sound. And let's take a look at the series schedule coming up. Game 4 is Sunday on TNT in Chicago right here. Then if necessary, Game 5 will be Wednesday in Boston. Game 6 Friday in Chicago, and then back in Boston for Game 7 if necessary on Sunday, April the 30th.
Now Boston is playing their game right now. They're 5 for 8 in threes. You say, well, how does that go during the season? They made 12. They attempted 33. In games 1 and 2, they made 12 a game. They attempted 33. So they're right on course of how they play.
And Jay Crowder, one of the most improved players in the league this year, knocks down a three-pointer.
So right now they're 6 for 9 in the 3-ball, and they already have 7 assists in the game. Chicago, do you miss Rondo? You sure do. They have 0 assists.
Michael Carter-Williams trying to help replace him, missed the layup and then fouled Crowder on the reach. And that's going to be the third team foul. Pardon me, first team foul against him.
Well, we know Carter Williams early when he came in this league, he averaged double figures. And, when he was at Philadelphia, he went to Milwaukee and then Phoenix. He's back here now in Chicago. He's missed so many games this year because of injury. We know that. But the big thing is he can take you to the rim with only a couple of steps from out beyond the top of the circle.
Crowder going to try another one and knocks another one down. Jay Crowder averaged a little under 14 points a game during the regular season and shot 40% from the three-point line. A 13-0 Celtic run has them leading by 17.
Now this is the perfect game plan, as we talked to the coaching staff today. They wanted to spread the floor, and they wanted them to try to double team and then get the three, and it's been there.
Zitzer, who had 16 in game 2, gets on the scoreboard, the second-round pick out of Germany.
Love his game. He can play. Now, right now, he's going to play Bradley. He can play a small forward, he can play a power forward, and he can play out on the perimeter. So, you know, he's a good defender, and he's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
He had 19 points in his playoff debut in game 1. Bradley, nice feed inside to Amir Johnson, who's coming off the bench.
Well, you like the movement there. See, once they get down inside and you double team them, they move extremely well without the ball, and they create the passing lane, and then the unselfishness, they'll make the pass.
Boston Celtics leading by 16. Their star player Isaiah Thomas on the bench with only 2 points in the ball game. Butler trying to get on track, and he banks home his first field goal.
He can get that all night. Now look, Bradley's as tough as nails on the drill. There's no doubt about it. But once Butler elevates the difference here, that he'll get the shot.
And Bradley with a little payback at the other end off the reverse. Avery Bradley having a good first quarter for the Celtics. He has 8. Felicio couldn't find the handle.
The pass was a good pass. That was just a bad fumble by Felicio. Bad fumble.
They ran Crowder off the three-point line. Didn't matter. Looks at the Bulls bench and says, I'll take 2. And the Boston Celtics prolific here in the first quarter, Coach.
Well, their forward position, small and big, has been able to give them a ton of points here, which they were unaccustomed to, in the first 2 games.
Butler. Portis with the offensive rebound, got ripped by Bradley.
This is what you like to see. They're playing hungry.
Long jumper no good by Smart, and that's going to be the end of the first 12 minutes of play. Boston with its highest scoring quarter of the series. Conversely, Chicago with its lowest of the series.
Now, this is just good basketball. Once they make the double, they'll look to find a free guy. They post up and they spot up perfectly because they know the pass will be there.
Here we go.
Tradition calls.
It's Gotcha Day! Best day ever. Love you, Dad.
I love you too, sweetie.
Now on sale at your locally owned True Value. $19.99. Roundup Weed and Grass Killer. Buy one, get the refill free. Behind every project is a True Value.
What kind of a man would you become had you inherited your father's kingdom instead of being raised in the gutter? I'm gonna kill her. Rated PG-13.
Umbrellas! You need one of these.
You wouldn't put up with an umbrella that covers you part way. So when it comes to pain relievers, why put up with just part of a day? Aleve. Live whole, not part.
I'm going to give it to you for half off.
We're out of ink. Ink. Not ink.
Printing doesn't have to be painful. Now during HP Savings Month at Staples, get up to $180 off HP printers.
People tell me stories without saying one word. So I listen. And I give it back. What are you chasing? Hennessy. Never stop, never settle.
Applebee's 2 for $20 deal is now even more tempting than ever, with delicious new options like the juicy mozzarella burger and savory caprese chicken. Getting 2 generous entrees and an app has never tasted so good. The 2 for $20 deal, only at Applebee's.
Your relentless pursuit of perfection, your countless hours of preparation, all comes down to this moment. And the clock is ticking down, and it's all on the line. Tissot, this is your time.
Stop dreaming and get to the Honda Dream Garage sales event at the Honda store. You'll find amazing deals on our most popular models, like 2017 Civic and Accord sedans. Your choice for an amazing $59 a month. Or choose an all-wheel drive CR-V Turbo for just $199 a month. Plus, get a $30 gift card with any test drive. The Honda Dream Garage sales event at the Honda store. Proud to be family owned and operated for 30 years.
In 1972, Arthur Chinelli opened his first dealership in Westboro. Today, purchasing a new car at Westboro Toyota has never been easier. We offer a negotiation-free car buying experience, and every new vehicle purchase comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, along with 3-year, 36,000-mile no-cost maintenance plan. Plus, we'll deliver your new car right to your home. We invite you to shop and compare. Westboro Toyota. Right people, right price, right now.
Time for tonight's coach's interview, brought to you by Wells Fargo. And Brad, your team took an 18-point lead there in the first quarter. What was the difference?
We just have to play desperate. We're in a 0-2 hole. We have to continue to do it. You know, in the NBA, anything can happen, and you got to play for a full 48. We just got to keep going.
What did you see out of the energy level and body language from Isaiah Thomas, and what are you expecting from him in the last 3 quarters?
Well, he missed some shots early, and but I thought he got into the paint and made plays, and then I thought everybody else was really locked in, and I thought when Isaiah picked the ball up to start the half, that was a really good sign.
Thanks very much, Brad. Back to you, Mark.
Yeah, and on cue, Isaiah Thomas, coach, knocks down his first shot of the second quarter.
You wanted to see that. That's number one. Well, let's just talk about the first quarter. You can see right there, Isaiah Thomas, Jimmy Butler, both guys struggling, mainly because they're getting fair looks, not great looks, because they've cut down getting to the rim. Well, I just want to say this about Boston. They shot 57% in the first quarter. What's the big deal? They made 7 out of 11 threes. That is incredible. Also, they held Chicago to 31%. So there was a lot of offensive rebounds there for Chicago. They only got 2. So they took care of their defensive board. And then we said, you've got to cut. That's what coaches were looking for. And that's the game plan. Can they keep it up?
Things evolving well for Thomas and the Celtics. Thomas with 2 quick buckets to start off the second quarter. He's got 6 for the game. Have to wonder at some point about the fatigue, just physically, not as much emotionally, but physically as well with the cross-country flight. Isaiah Thomas with a lot of energy here tonight.
Now you can see here, now once he gets the split, you must get in front of him. You cannot play him on the side as a rotator, because he'll continue to go to the rim. Johns, you got to be careful when you pass to him. Okay, it has to be like a clean pass, and that one was in traffic.
Off the turnover, here's Michael.
Critical alert from Microsoft. Your computer has alerted us that it is infected with the virus.
Which is good news for the Boston Celtics defensively.
That's right. You're right on it, Mark. And at this end, how about the assists? 12-1. Chicago has 1 assist.
Good defense by Carter Williams.
And we've almost played 14 minutes. That just goes to show you they're getting nothing out of their offense, and then everything ends up one-on-one, and then they're shooting such a horrible percentage, and they're not getting second-chance opportunities. So this is a great effort so far by Boston. The guys are really hustling defensively.
Isaiah Thomas leading the way here in the second quarter, a guy that amazingly, they throw it away. Thomas, you think about this, folks. Last year when the season began, he was coming off the bench as their 6th man. You think about back then and where he is now in his career. 2-time All-Star, coached by Brad Stevens for the Eastern Conference All-Star game, and a player on the rise. Wade inside, blocked by Marcus Smart.
Okay, Smart is a terrific defender. He's one of their better defenders. And then he can get in there and he can block shots, and he plays the passing lanes really well.
He threw it away at the other end. They dared him to shoot Hubie, and he wouldn't.
Well, we're seeing some bad passing at both ends of the floor early in this game.
Zipser draws the hit. And we'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Folks, get fit with the NBA by downloading the NBA Fit app powered by Under Armour. Check out the new NBA Draft Combine section of the app and put yourself to the test, just like the pros. Download the app today, available on iTunes and Google Play. Zipser at the free throw line.
Well, we're seeing,
78%.
we're seeing right now Brad Stevens going to come back with Green. See, he let him play. Like 6 minutes in there. Now he gave him a rest, bring him back in now, and then take Rozier out. And let's see how Chicago matches up with this group.
If you're just joining us, Gerald Green got the start tonight in place of Amir Johnson. Green with 5 points in the first quarter. Zipser makes the second free throw.
Here in the season, the Boston Celtics for bigger production now starting tonight.
Well, Thomas aggressive here in the second quarter. That's going to be a jump ball as Michael Carter-Williams tied him up.
Now this is interesting. Here you're looking at Carter-Williams at 6'6" point guard for Chicago versus the 5'9" point guard for Boston.
Who are you taking, Coach?
I never, you know me, I've been a major fan of this little 5'9" guy for what he's been able to accomplish, second in the league in scoring at 29 points. And then the fact that he's second to Westbrook in the fourth quarter when the pressure is really on you. And he did it again.
I take that back. Gerald Green with the foul line jumper. And Wade with the rebound.
So you got to pay attention to Green now. Anytime that he's out there, he's going to come in shooting.
Wade with a tough fadeaway, but that's what the 12-time All-Star does.
Oh, he loves the reverse move. And it doesn't matter whether he's all the way down on that baseline. He miraculously can.
Who's trying to fight the feeling of something that's organic?
Despicable Me 3, rated PG.
Woo! You drilled that.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's probably enough for today.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Whoa, you drilled that?
Nailed it.
Talk to an agent for help combining your home and auto into a plan that's right for you.
That's probably enough for today.
Here to help life.
Complete protection for top engine performance. Pennzoil Synthetics. Make the switch.
Hey, you'll want to sit down for this, because you can get a large two-topping Pizza Hut pizza for $7.99 delivered, which you can reorder using the Hut seat. Okay, that thing's ridiculous. Simply reorder on your phone with just a few clicks. It's the easiest way to order. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
America's #1 sporting goods store is always open. Every season starts at Dix.com.
They said it was impossible to have great-tasting light beer. Boom. Award-winning Heineken Light brewed with Cascade hops. They also said it was impossible to hypnotize you. You are getting sleepy. Watch the beer.
Cavs are enjoying the limelight, brought to you by Corona Extra. Fourth quarter, Iman Shumpert with the strip on defense, throws it up. LeBron James takes care of the rest. He had 41, 13, and 12. Cavs win 119-114.
All right, Michelle, and we take a look now at who's figured it out, brought to you by Metro PCS. You look at LeBron's numbers, Coach, down the column. Impressive. They did that with Love and Irving on the bench.
No, you like what they did. They stayed with the guys that were playing the best. But about the field goals, 14 for 27. 6 threes he made, but more important, look at the bottom. They needed him to play 45 minutes, or they were not getting out of there with that win yesterday.
And if they can close out Indiana Sunday at 1 o'clock on ABC, we'll be in Indianapolis. Cavaliers would get a little over a week's rest should they sweep the Pacers. Here's Thomas. Linux walked with it. And after only committing a couple of turnovers in the first quarter, now Boston's starting to turn it over a little bit, 6 times total.
Now let's look at Chicago. Well, what's the problem with Chicago right now? Well, only one player, Dwayne Wade, has more than one field goal. He has 3 field goals. Everybody else 1 or less.
And Wade, he said yesterday that it's Jimmy Butler's team, and Jimmy Butler on the bench right now with just a couple of points. Need him to.
Well, in this series, he's been good. He's averaged 16 along with Lopez at 16, Butler with 26. But the big thing with them today, they've got to start doing a better job right there on the defense. The defense has been very weak after the first trap. You get the first trap, you're forcing them to make the pass, but the rotating guys are late. The first rotator and then the second rotator. Because, once again, you can't average over 25 assists like Boston will do without them making that second and third pass out of the trap.